Hey guys, so yes, I haven't been able to focus on anything else since Thursday. Also, my Putin readings really picked up on views, and I was really gutted because I did not add a link to a GoFundMe account for emergency aid for Ukrainians. I kind of put it on there too late for a lot of people to see it, so I'm going to do one more energy reading now on Putin at the moment, okay? I'm going to add the link there, and obviously, if you would like to help, that would be great. I know there's lots of countries in the world that need aid, okay? I'm not oblivious to that, but if anybody would like to help the situation at the moment and support the Ukrainians, I have put a link in, and it's £8 for 2 blankets starting, to let you know. Right, here we go. So again, it's going to be more channeled because this is the information I actually got when I was out now. I went out, I got loads of things coming through and I was trying to tune in, and I just couldn't focus, and I just had to come back and do this reading. So I tried to check into his energy, Putin's right now, and these are the main keywords that I picked up, guys, okay? So it's just absolutely lost the plot, to be honest. The one thing that really came up was the words raging bull. Absolutely fuming, ready to charge in. Like absolutely fuming, raging bull. I mean, I can't imagine other words to describe how angry somebody is. Raging bull is probably the best I can think of right now, to be honest. And then we also had some other words which are quite interesting, and this is why it shows he has lost the plot, okay? Because he's thinking of force over tactical. Force over tactical. He's not even thinking about tactical anymore. He's just thinking about outnumbering them. We have enough troops to lose, as in outnumber them. The army's so big with the Russian army. You know, he's lost people already, thousands from what I've heard. It's almost like he doesn't care anymore. It's just force over tactical. No, nothing really tactical anymore. I hear a lot of that's gone out the window. It's pure force. So it's almost like he's forcing them to just charge ahead no matter what and not use their heads. In a way, it's just like I hear no excuses. So he doesn't want any excuses as well from the battalion leaders, I hear. So I don't know the military and how it works, okay? But the leaders of these, some of the convoys, and I do feel the convoys are actually splitting up in different areas. Now, I know they did say Kiev's going to be under siege, which means they're going to try, and obviously they're running out of food and things, and if they cut them off completely, one of the big reasons for that is actually to cut off military supply, not food, believe it or not, guys. And I did hear wait it out, but I feel it's almost like he wants to have... Oh, God. Let me just read out the other stuff that I've got here, okay? So it's almost like it's just his ego. Ego comes first, no concern. I've got here the keywords, enough battalions to lose, enough battalions to lose. And when I say ego comes first, again, I hear superpower. This is what he wants to be seen as the most powerful country in the world. Superpower. Ego comes first. No common sense. Not tactical's gone out the window, really. And again, force in numbers outnumber them. So again, tactical, not really thinking about tactical so much, just to get the numbers in there. And that's why you're seeing this insane convoy that was 3 miles to 16, 17, now it's 40. You know what I mean? It's force in numbers. That's it. That's it. Trying to outnumber them again, outnumber them, outnumber them, outnumber them. Because the tanks and everything can't get in because of the structure damage, okay? So they want people on foot. Again, I heard people on foot to go in. So before, it's almost like the Russians were hiding behind their military is in their tanks and their missiles and everything like that. But now it's more, he just wants, I hear ground troops. He just wants them in there. Ransack, I hear ransack, which I think... ransack off the top of my head, it just means ransack the city, go and take over completely, outnumber them, snub them out like a candle. That's another thing I heard as well. But he wants to, that's a saying obviously, but snub them out like a candle before they receive more military support from other nations. So basically, if they're still standing, they're still going to be asking for support. If he can completely take over the city in the next, I would say, 48 hours, and like again stump them out like a candle. I mean, just stop all the videos coming out, everything like that, have complete control. Then he believes the military support will stop because there's nobody there to fight. So that's why he wants to stop them out quickly to stop this military support coming in from other countries, okay, and doing more damage to his battalions. He's not worried so much about the Ukrainian damage. It's more obviously the military support people are sending in that's damaging him now. Or the tank, I can't remember the bloody name, guys. The javelins, the weapons that blow up tanks. I know UK sent out lots as well, 2,000 or something, and other countries. When it comes to the president, Zelensky, I heard a price on his head. Wants his head like a trophy. Now, I don't mean literally wants his head as a trophy. There's hunting jokes about this. And I feel this is to do with the Wagner. It's like a Wagner force, where it's a special force where they're missionaries that are bought, that are headhunters, literally. So it's more to do with price on his head, wants his head like a trophy, because it's like they are headhunters and that's what they do. So it's almost like that's what he wants. Also, he's about to blow a complete gasket, and the images they were giving me was smoke coming out of his ears and meat grinder, literally pulverizing everything they can, grinding everything down. It's really, really intense reading. But the reason I'm doing this is because the more people that see this, the more people that might be able to help out with aid and may want to donate and things along those lines. Somebody has just started to do DIY work outside, guys. Sorry if you hear this drilling, but this reading is not going to be long today. I just want to get the support out to people if we can, and add the link to this video. Putin. I want to know, does he really feel this mission is going to be a success, even after all the loss? Because I'm not going to lie, I get a bad feeling about it. I do. And that's why I'm not going to go into it, because I'm too emotional about it right now. So, does he really think this is going to be a win-win? Does he really think this is going to... He does think it's going to be a win-win. This is literally... It's almost like... This is so random, guys. The Six of Pentacles, it's almost like him giving back to his people. And when I mean his people, I don't mean his real people. I mean the people that have lost a lot of money. I do feel he's telling them stories right now that once he takes over, they're going to get back all the money they lost in tenfold. He's trying to, here, pacify them and, stroke their ego and be like, you're going to be a lot richer after we take over this country. It's nearly done. It's going to be... I do hear him asking them, oligarchs, sorry, my pronunciation, I can never say that word. He's asking them for more time. It's almost like he's saying, they're saying pretty much put an end to it. We don't want this anymore, okay? Oligarch, yeah. So the Russian oligarchs, he's saying, give me 3 more days and it'll be over. And I feel this is why he's really stepped up as well, because not just because it's an embarrassment, but now because the economy has been so affected, he's really getting people that are way more richer than him, the more powerful, coming down on him, saying enough's enough, it's going to crash. So he's urgently trying to get in and take complete control to save his economy. He doesn't give a shit about the economy right now, guys. Like I said, it's about the ego. But what he does care is about others putting a stop to him. Okay, so buying time. And I do feel that's paying people off. He's paying people off and he's asking for more time here. Okay, and he's also promising payback. I don't mean payback in violence. I mean, that will happen, by the way, to people in Russia, is in people that are protesting. I do hear he's asked to use stronger force now on them. Okay, I do hear he's very aware the world is watching. But I hear he's on a tightrope, so it's almost like that point where he could just completely flip and not give a shit at all anymore. So that's a lot there. But overall, I hear buying time. He's trying to buy time from the people that are saying our country is crashing down. You've got to remember, guys, there are people internally that could reach him and take him out if they wanted to. Okay, so he's buying time. That's how he feels. What else have we got? I do feel, the moon actually means him questioning it all now. Seriously, the moon means hidden feelings and emotions. And I feel this is a great amount of anxiety. It's almost like on the surface, it's this, I hear, powerhouse. So on the surface, when he's doing all these televised broadcasts and stuff, it's like, I'm a powerhouse. I'm like a rock. I'm immovable. You will never break through to me. I'm emotionless. But underneath, the pressure is building. This is a lot of anxiety, hidden emotions. I hear breaking down, not close to a breakdown yet, but if it carried on like this, he's going to lose the plot. I know we can say he already has lost the plot, but there's still a fine line that he still hasn't crossed yet. And when I mean that, I mean World War III nukes, okay? So yeah, he's kind of hiding the anxiety and the fear. The funny thing is, when you say fear, you would think about fear of your life, you know, special ops coming in, taking you out, snipers, whatever. But I hear fear of failure. So straight away, that is another massive ego thing. Fear of failure, not fear for his own life or safety, fear of failure. What a twat, honestly. Last one, again, the Empress. He really thinks he's going to go in, take over the Ukraine, get the money back. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. Now, usually if you say you reap what you sow, you know, if you, it could be bad things and you could get bad back. But the way he sees it, reaping what you sow is by putting all this war effort in, he's going to get back abundance in multitude, save his economy, pay people back. Pay people back that's already lost like millions in this, you know, because there are people that are actually paying for his army as well. And he needs them, obviously, to continue this war. Last card I'm going to pick for this dickhead, sorry. 5 of Cups, grief, sadness, looking at all the loss, not really looking at any positives right now, okay? Whenever you get this card, guys, usually in my readings, how it comes up as, it's somebody that's, just say it's in a relationship, you've got this new person standing here, okay? This new love interest that's amazing, they're perfect for you. But this person is looking back at the past and everything they have lost. So right now, he's looking at all the losses and grief. But I feel that's going to come at a later date. And oh, guys, I know some of you here are going to get tearful because I picked one last card and somebody told me, obviously the colours of the Ukraine here, but the sunflower is one of the symbols of the Ukraine. So this is the last card, okay? I do feel... It's a lot. Sorry. I do feel, no matter what happens... Sorry. I do feel that even if, if Kiev falls, I'm not feeling great about it right now, I'll be honest. If Kiev falls, the whole world is going to be united with Ukraine. So even though they have like tremendous losses, how they feel they're gonna, the losses they will have bigger wins in the future because we are uniting and we're coming together for them. Okay, so it's like bigger wins from this happening. So in a way, this is actually going to help them in the future. When I mean help them in the future, I know that sounds messed up. How can war help anyone? But being part of the EU, us supporting them all, us just helping more, all this outpouring of love around the world and support for them. So in the long term, I hear better infrastructure for them. I hear them rebuilding. I hear the whole of bloody Europe chipping in to help them rebuild. Whereas we wouldn't have given them the time of day before, we wouldn't have until this crisis happened, okay? Because every country is worried about their own countries. Like Ukraine said, guys, we're stopping World War III. It's going to be you next. So all of a sudden, everyone's jumping in to help them. But overall, all this support worldwide, okay, means in the future they will be able to rebuild a better country. I don't feel Russia can just take over the whole of the Ukraine. I don't feel they're gonna, I just feel in my gut they're not going to stay. They're not going to stay. It could be they're there for a few months or something like that, but I don't feel they're going to... I just don't feel Ukrainians losing their country completely. I just feel rebuilding, and because all this happens, we will help them to rebuild, and it will be the best city possible for them, We're going to help them as much as we can. And it's almost like worldwide support because of this. And it's almost like this card is like the world, it's really emotional. The world taking them in with loving arms and nurturing them, saying, we've got your back and we're going to help you. I'm going to go. Love to you all, guys. I'll leave the link if anybody would like to donate towards emergency aid for Ukraine. Thank you. Bye. Quickly, guys, I should have kept going because I got emotional. I didn't pull any more cards, but the next 2 cards I did pull. 2 of Cups, new partnerships. I do feel this is to do with the EU. I know they're on about having electricity and everything like that towards the EU. We're not going to find out till later. But this is new partnerships, new love partnerships with Europe. This has just come out after I got upset. And then we have justice for everything that's happened as well. I hear payback as well. Right, and rebuilding. Right, I'm off.